Oh, that is new. I mean, it's to do with this,
About a month ago. I think maybe a little longer.
Did they have it in the planning and zoning last month?
Well, it wasn't me, no.
I don't recall either. This ties in with the new, I'm on that committee too. The, future look. I can't think of the late term now, what it is. They're doing a good job.
Beautification, but, yeah, I don't know, either way.
Okay.
It's like a Coke bottle top.
It does.
I don't know if that was on purpose or not.
We'll ask.
Well, it's 5:30. Let's call the meeting February the 15th, 2022 of Planning and Zoning Commission to order. Roll call. Let the record reflect that all are present except for Rosalind Parks. Minutes from the previous meeting. Has everybody had a chance to look over the minutes?
I did.
Any questions or corrections? None? Have a motion to approve? So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the minutes for January the 18th, 2022. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Code officer report. You want to suspend that until,
Well, I can report on the individual hearing items as they come up. I did want to just mention to everybody that, the big Monroe Pavilion development has gotten open with the public. So we've got a few stores getting their COs. So anybody that's interested in going out there and taking a look and enjoying that new development, we'd be happy to have you go out there.
very good. It's nice. At this time, we'll declare the public hearings open. For item number 1 is a request for a COA for wall signs at 703 West Spring Street. Mr. Code Officer.
Yes, sir, thank you. I'm having a little trouble with my iPad, so I'm going to go Flintstone method here with the paper file. So give me just one moment to pull that up. All right, so like I said, this is a certificate of appropriateness application for wall signs at 703 West Spring Street. Staff recommends approval of the certificate of appropriateness request with the condition that prior to the issuance of any sign permits, an existing non-conforming pylon sign located in the northwest corner of the property shall be removed. Actually, that condition has already been met, so it would just be consideration of the signage.
Okay. Is there someone here present to speak for the request?
Yes, sir. I'm John Raines, the owner of the Monroe Ace Hardware, and just like to request that the sign be permitted as submitted, unless there's any questions in regards to it.
Okay. Looks nice. Any questions?
I don't have any.
Okay, me either. Thank you, John, appreciate it. At this time, I'd ask if there was anybody present to speak in opposition to this request. Seeing none, we'll close the public hearings and I'll entertain a motion.
I'll motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
The second, all in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? The request is permitted. open the public hearings again, and the second item of business is a request for a COA for site improvements at 118 North Wayne Street. Mr. Kodos.
Yes, sir, thank you. This is certificate of appropriateness, case 610 at 118 North Broad Street. Staff recommendation is approval. On the cover sheet, it's approval without conditions, but I did want to mention, in preparing the cover sheet, we did notice that there's two parcels involved, and one of the parcels actually contains a non-conforming sign, the pylon sign that was formerly for Katie's Diner, and the coffee shop before that, and what have you. Since this request is sandwiched in between two requests that we've conditioned with removing non-conforming signs prior to issuance of permitted signs, we would like to modify that recommendation and say that that be a condition of this approval, should you choose to grant it, that the non-conforming signs be removed before permitted signs.
How many signs are there?
The
One?
requested sign or the non-conforming?
The non-conforming.
Just the one
Okay.
pylon sign, yes, sir.
One non-conforming. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Is there anyone present to speak for this request?
Hi, I'm Chris Evans. I'm with E+C Architecture. I'm representing Chad Draper, the developer. I just want to say thanks to staff and you all for reviewing this. I have maybe two things. One, we would like to have the option to rotate the smoke shack 90 degrees. It wouldn't change the design of any shape or form. We just want to maybe rotate it 90 degrees so we have more frontage of that existing building. In terms of the sign, the non-conforming sign, it's been there a long time, so I'm not sure. I know, the guidelines say we should remove it now, but we were trying to incorporate it as part of one of the historic elements of the whole plaza out there. Thank you.
Okay. Any questions?
Does there happen to be a picture of that non-conforming sign in question?
Right there, no, there you go.
Ah,
So are y'all wanting to reuse the frame?
Really just really the pole. It's kind of been a conversation piece since we spoke a long time ago as trying to leave it as part of the landscaped area. I mean, we would really just like to just have the pole. The box frame can go away. I think that would be fair.
Can you scroll back to the concept site plan? And
Can
can
you
you
zoom
kind of explain to us where your barbecue shack is and which I've sent
So
the number.
whoever has the pointer. Who has the pointer?
Brad. Brad will help you out.
That's awesome. So can you point to the little white box? That's the shack right there. We just want to rotate it 90 degrees so it's so you see less width. So you only see the width of the shack. We would like that option. And if you move slightly to the right, there's another little box right there. That's about where that sign is.
All right, thank you.
And we have no objections to the rotating. It doesn't make any material difference to the plan. The one reason why we want to condition the removal of non-conforming signs in all instances is because that's a requirement for us to issue new sign permits, is that non-conforming signs be removed. So we wouldn't be able to issue permits on new signs until the non-conformity was removed.
Oh, makes sense.
And we wanted to make that a condition of the approval.
Anything else?
And so you don't want to remove the sign then?
Dad?
We were hoping to maintain the pole and create a new sign from the pole, but I know we certainly don't want it
Yeah.
to cause a major wrinkle here.
Yeah, I can.
Well, Pat, if they removed the frame and redid the sign using the existing pole, what
Well-
are,
The pole is actually the problem because it's what makes it a pylon sign, which is a prohibited sign type in our sign ordinance.
If we, let's just say the poll got granted to stay, and I know we didn't really, this was not today's conversation, but could we not are we not allowed to put a wall sign on for the barbecue folks? Or do we have to remove that sign so we could have additional signage?
That's correct.
That's, okay. So I would, yeah, we should just remove the sign. We'll take down the pole.
Okay, once they remove the sign, do they need to come back again for another COA for signage?
Yeah, it's in the,
We have a little,
Okay.
there's,
it's in the package.
Okay.
anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll ask at this time if there's anyone present to speak in opposition to this request. Seeing none, I will close the public hearings and entertain a motion.
Move we approve.
With condition.
With the condition
With conditions.
that the sign is removed.
Move.
Pylon sign is removed.
Second.
And a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Request is, request is approved. We'll open the public hearings again for a, lost my place,
730 Highway 138.
730 Highway 138. I don't have that on here, hang on. Yeah, a certificate of appropriateness for signage at Highway, 730 Highway 138 for COA. Mr. Code Officer.
Yes, sir. This is case 611 at 730 Highway 138. It is CO application for redevelopment of the site. They actually are working on complete redevelopment of that site, including demolition of the existing building. So they're asking for approval for all of that. They'll have to come back again for signage. It's not included in this package. That's correct. And they're aware of that. Let's see, we have recommended approval of this certificate of appropriateness with the same condition as the previous two, that they remove non-conforming signage before they get permits for their new signage.
Thank you. Is there anyone present to speak for this request?
Michael Toothaker, LaCraw Engineering, we're the civil engineer, landscape architecture firm for the project. It's a proposed 2,500 square foot Starbucks development drive-through. Like the gentleman said, complete demolition of what's out there today, removal of the building, removal of asphalt, everything's brand new, ground up, meeting current stormwater ordinances, all city ordinances. I don't think we're asking for any variances or anything on this layout. Been working with Brad and Pat in the planning department for a couple months now to get to the layout we've got now.
Yeah, if you could qualify or classify about a year as a couple of months. It's
It
been a
started
minute.
out as
We've
a
been- we've been working hard on
3-tenant,
getting it to look right, and he's been doing a great job of working with us.
started out as a 3-tenant layout and then couldn't get it to work and be in conformity with the city standards. So we've arrived at this.
Where there was a Mexican restaurant?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Any impact or change to the exit from the parking lot to 138? It's still a right turn only at that position?
Yeah, it'll remain configured the same as it is currently.
We're proposing no improvements in the right-of-way at all.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll ask at this time if there was anybody present to speak in opposition to the request. Hearing none, we'll close the public hearing and entertain a motion.
Motion to approve,
Motion to approve
Second?
and a second.
With-
All in favor, say aye.
Including
including
the
conditions.
conditions.
Including, yes,
Yes.
including the condition. Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The motion is approved with condition. Old business, any old business? New business?
No, sir.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Okay. And
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.